Hi, Mary McEvoy here from Germinal. This morning I'm going to talk about oversowing clover into existing swards. So there's huge interest in increasing the clover content in swards out on farms. And one of the first things you need to think about before you do that is your soil fertility. So clover likes a good soil pH, so ideally soil pH is 6.3 to 6.5 and P and K index of 3. When oversown clover, it's crucially important that you have good soil visibility. So you don't want to be oversown where you have a patch of grass. You want to have an open sward where you look down and you can see plenty of soil in the sward. Before you oversow clover, graze or cut off the sward as tightly as you possibly can. You can oversow your clover either by drilling it in or go out and spread it with a fertiliser spinner. If you're sowing it with a fertiliser spinner, spread it with a bag of 0730. Crucially important when you're oversowing your clover to mix the clover seed and the fertiliser in the field. Don't do it up in the yard. When you travel down a bumpy lane, you'll have an awful lot of seed settling and you won't get an even spread across the field. So when we're oversowing clover, ideally you want to be sowing about 2 kilos of clover to the acre or slightly above that even. Sow in two directions, so first go up and down the field and then go across the diagonal, and again that will give you much better distribution of the clover across the field. After you sow your clover, you can go out with watery slurry just to help make sure you wash it down to the soil. And I suppose post-grazing management is crucially important. So where you've oversown clover, you want to make sure you're seeing as much light down to the base of the sward and the clover seed doesn't get smothered out with the grass. So after oversowing, about 10 days later, you want to go out and graze that again. You're going to check the grass. The clover seed won't have germinated or started to come up, and you're probably grazing again at about a cover of 1200. So keep plenty of light down into the base of the sward, and skip your bag nitrogen. So after you oversow clover, we would recommend you skip at least 2 rounds of nitrogen if you can, and reduce your nitrogen fertiliser application thereafter.